Hello, welcome to the Best Practice Interview Series. Hi, I'm Michael Lysenblatt, and today I've got Theo Krinos from WA. And Theo has been doing something very interesting with call centres with his business. So first of all, welcome, Theo.
Welcome, Michael. How are you?
Good, mate. Now, you mentioned before you've been in business for about a good 20 or so years, right?
That's correct.
But you've just started using call centres as something to help promote your business and market. Tell me more, what have you been doing with call centres to market your business?
Well, basically, going back probably 2 or 3 months ago, Smartline decided to see if we can update our database information. And with my database being, or some of it being so old, I haven't sort of collected too many email addresses. So we've decided to go with the Smartline option of using their call centre or a contractor to head office, and I decided to go with that, hopefully to improve the information that I have on my database, and it's more importantly to collect more email addresses, wholly because of the Smartline system that has all their newsletters online and bulk emails, etc., etc. Prior to that, our newsletters under the Mortgage Gallery were all paper-based.
Okay.
Already were. So for cost efficiency, I suppose, and for a new way of going, we decided to head down that track.
Okay, so this has just been with your existing database, getting them all sort of online, getting all their email addresses, their up-to-date contact details. So what exactly does the call centre do?
Oh, well, they've got a copy of our database. They phone our clients to update the records, which has been very successful thus far. And basically, it's like doing an annual review as well on our client base, because if the client requests for me to contact them for any reason, there's a special email that we receive to say, John Smith would like you to give him a call in regards to refinancing or in doing a health check or looking at buying an investment property. Some are even saying, phone in 6 to 8 months' time down the track. So it's about 30 of those emails that have come through thus far. So,
wow.
If we can convert some of those inquiries, it's very, very worthwhile.
So this is just 30 people who are already in your database, and simply because someone's contacted them to get their email addresses, there's already interest to speak to you.
That's correct. I mean, we haven't completed annual reviews in the past or anything like that, but from what I've seen of this telemarketing that has occurred thus far, I think it's a great idea to touch base.
And has any of these turned into business just yet?
Not as yet. Most of the emails have sort of been coming through in the last week or so.
Okay.
And as I said, the majority are, please phone us in the new year or at the end of the financial year, etc., etc. But, there hasn't been any please phone us today or yesterday, but definitely in the future.
Okay. Is this process expensive?
When Liz from marketing sent an email the other day, I thought it probably was a little bit over the top, but then if I look at the amount of emails that they've, or update emails that they've been able to provide to me, not at all. If you divide it down by, the positive calls and the positive responses, and it's a very cheap way of going.
So if you weigh it up against the benefit or the cost of it against the benefit of actually getting an extra loan from it, is there much in it?
Well, I up to now I've worked it out that basically every new email has cost me somewhere between $20 and $25. So I think that's quite cheap to be able to touch base with your client. As I said, I probably would have spent that sort of money on the clients when I sent out paper-based newsletters in the past, because we used to send out 4 by getting them produced and putting them in the mail, etc., etc. I think long term this would be a cheaper way of touching base with our clients.
Okay, and when do they call? Is it weekdays, weekends? How does it work?
Well, I was cleaning the pool about 2 Saturdays ago, about 11:30, and my wife came out and said, the telemarketers have just phoned me to get my email address. So that was 11:30 on a Saturday. So
mate, who calls on 11:30 on a Saturday? It's fantastic. So you've got your own customer service team doing the work for you on your behalf.
Sure.
Do they get a loan out of it?
Did they get a loan out of that one? No, she didn't even give them the email address.
And tell me, were there any hurdles to overcome to get this set up and moving?
It was all done through head office. Basically, Liz in the marketing department organised it all, and basically we got an email saying that the calls will be starting on such and such a date, and then basically nearly every day we would receive an email with the positive calls that they've made.
Yep.
They won't update your database because they don't really have the full availability of the database, but they'll send you the information and then you load it within your office.
Nice. So what you've got basically is making a decision to do it, simply calling head office, and kind of just starts that process from there.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have had the worst percentage of emails, I think, on any of the Smartline database. So I thought it needed to be done, and we've been planning to do it for a few years now. But when head office made it so simple, it was just this is the way we're going to head.
Like a no-brainer to do. Yeah. And it's interesting. This is again these are not new leads. These are people from your existing database. All you've done is you've had someone who's not you contacting them, not asking for business, not having any sales pitch, no scripting, just basically asking to update their contact details. And you've got about 30 leads that have just come from that.
Yeah, 30 leads, and there's been about 200 positive, so far 272 positive phone calls. Nice. Out of that 200 new email addresses. So the percentage somewhere around 73-74%. So I think that's very, very
Nice. And would you recommend this to others?
I would recommend it to everybody. It's even, from what I've seen so far within the Smartline group, doing the annual reviews is probably one of the things that we aren't doing, and most of us probably feel like it's a pain in the backside. But even by doing this, it's just helping us out basically.
Yeah, it's opportunity, of business just waiting there, and it's someone leveraging yourself to do it in the most effective way. Fantastic. Theo, is there any final things you want to tell people about why they should be getting into this process, what difference it's made just to how you feel about your business and how you run things?
Well, basically I'm from the old school. I still do a lot of things paper-based, etc., and I think that's the way people want it to be. But as the years go by, I noticed that I'm the dinosaur and you have to move with the times, and this is just one of the things that I'm doing now to start that new way of marketing. We spent a lot of money locally because Bunbury has a population of about 70,000, so we spent a lot of money advertising on radio and in media over the years. But hopefully, with doing this and the success of this, we'll be reducing our radio advertising. So, that's a lot more expensive than doing this.
Absolutely, and this is getting good sort of leads from it.
Yep.
Fantastic. Theo, thank you very much for being part of this interview series. Hope people are listening and watching are getting some good value from it, and I wish you every success.
Thanks, Michael. Speak soon.